Welcome to Six Sigma Online Certifications. We are on the topic Define Phase, Project Management Basics, Project Charter. In this video, we will discuss about Project Charter. A project charter is a proposal indicating what needs to be done, how it will benefit organization, what are the key resources needed, basically the team, and the timelines. So, Project Charter is a document of commitment of goals to seek approval of management for resources. We will discuss about Project Charter with an example. We will divide Project Charter into small parts so that we understand it clearly. The first part of the Project Charter is basic project details, in which we first identify what we are trying to improve and we name it as the name of the project. It should be in the language of the organization where everybody understands that language and is able to connect to what is going to happen. Once we have named the project, we should mention what is the business area, which product, which family, which plant, which geography. If we are able to classify specific business area such that we are able to shortlist the person who is responsible for profit and loss of this area or this business area. This person who is responsible for this improvement as well as resources with him is called as champion of the project. We should also provide some exciting details which actually excites champion to take this project on priority. For example, in this case, we are saying that the product segment that we have chosen is growing at a rate double than the average growth per year. So it will create engagement of champion more into the project. The second part of the project charter is business significance, where we first identify what is the business issue. Business issue can be taken from profit and loss statement, can be taken from your balance sheet, can be taken from strategic objectives or operational goals. In this case, they have taken customer complaints, and therefore this is something which will interest the management what is going to happen. This business issue needs to be converted into some measurement, and this is called as business metric. In this case, they have converted customer complaints to customer PPM at customer end, and then collected data to substantiate why this is an issue. They have found 105,430 ppm is the present baseline, and they target it to reduce it to 52,000 ppm. Then we go to clearly define the problem statement. The problem statement in this case is our business metric in this business is at this level based on the data collected, and company wants or business wants it to be going to this level. So in this case, 105,430 should go to 52,000 ppm. So we mention this clearly, what is the problem in the business, and then we mention how much we will solve this problem using this project. So in this project, we will be able to reduce only up to 75,000 ppm, and therefore we are solving only 57% of the problem, not the entire problem by this project, should be clarified to the business head. Then comes the next part, which is called project objective, in which first thing that we have to identify is clearly state how this business issue is converted into a project objective. So first thing we have to identify which process will work based on some Pareto or some value stream mapping or any other analysis. Then within this process, which metric we are going to focus on. Then for that metric, which is called primary metric, we'll collect data and we'll set what is the present baseline, what is the best achieved, and what is the target that we intend to keep along with the target date. Once primary metric or the objective on which we are working is clear, we see what are the other possible benefits coming from the project, and those benefits are called as secondary benefits. After that, we should understand what is consequential metric. Consequential metric is a possible adverse impact if improvements are not done in the right or intended way, and we will track those metrics so that this does not happen. So we will ensure that no adverse consequence of the improvements happen that we do in the project. And finally, we calculate the financial savings. In this case, it is about 20 million. Now, the most important part of the project is timelines. So when the project gets defined, it takes about 20 days to complete the measure phase. But be cautious, it may take more time if our measurement system has inherent weakness, and 20 days may not be sufficient and we may have to budget more. Same way, analyze take 40 days, but if the commitment of expert team is difficult, it may take more than 40 days. Now improve phase typically take 20 days, but if experimentation is difficult, costly, or requires entire shutdown of the operations, then we add little more than 20 days. In control phase, if our process documentation is weak or our training system is weak or non-existent, this 25 days may not be sufficient for control phase. So it typically takes 3.5 months to complete the project, but it may take little lesser with better systems. It may take little more for improvement of the systems. The last part of the project charter is taking sign-offs from the members. Members should be taken from all the functions, and their sign-off should be taken as a commitment. We should mention who is black belt or green belt and why he is chosen for this project. We should mention who is the process owner and take his commitment that implementation of the intended changes will be done. Champion commits the resources. Financial account says these are the intended savings and tracks the savings. Business head reviews the project on regular basis, and wherever champion is not able to provide resources, provides resources. So the key skills required by this team in entire project is negotiating for resources. If people are able to negotiate for the resources because they are competing resources, for example, a team member may be required somewhere else also, we will get project success definitely. Securing commitment from the team, and therefore that is the key skill of the leader, black belt, green belt we are looking at, and facilitating top management reviews to get decisions. These are the 3 skills which will make or break the project. Thank you very much for testing your knowledge on this video, or for Six Sigma certifications, visit leandigit.com. For more videos on this topic, please subscribe our channel.